I call the honourable member for Bowman.
Thank you. Thank you, Speaker. A question to the Treasurer. Will the Treasurer update the House on the state of the budget, and what will the budget look like in a decade if we don't take action now?
I call the honourable the Treasurer, and there will be silence on my left.
I thank the honourable member for his question, because the member for Bowman knows, as every other responsible member of this place knows, that if we expect Australians to live within their means, so too must a government live within its means. And the legacy of Labor, $667 billion of debt in 10 years' time if nothing is done. And the Labor Party is determined not only to stop us from fixing the mess that they created, they're determined to stop us from adopting some of their own measures to fix the mess that they created. They're opposing $5 billion of savings that they announced at the last budget, took to the Australian people for endorsement at the last election. Now they're opposing their own savings. But don't worry, they have other savings. And one of their savings, of course, is to reintroduce the carbon tax, because the Labor Party believes that increasing taxes is a saving. Well, it's not a saving for everyday Australians, of course, but they never see, the Labor Party never sees that as any cause for concern. But the bottom line is, the Labor Party says, don't worry, we'll reintroduce the carbon tax and that'll help to address part of the problem. But that's $550 on every household each year. It's a lot of money. But the other one the Labor Party has, which it claims is going to fix the budget, is it's going to keep the mining tax. It's going to keep the mining tax. Now, the mining tax is lesson one in how not to frame a tax. Swanee was proud of the mining tax. The member for Lilley was very proud of the mining tax. One of his great achievements, to introduce a tax that raises 1% of what he forecasts. But last quarter, that mining tax raised $600,000. $600,000. You know, that's 1% of what they thought it'd do. And they said they'd spread the benefits of the mining tax. Spread the benefits of the mining tax. That's 2.5 cents for every Australian. That's spreading the benefits. The problem is the Labor Party committed $17 billion of expenditure against a mining tax that raises 2.5 cents for every Australian. Now, on my calculation, if the Labor Party thinks it can keep the mining tax to pay for $17 billion of expenditure, the mining tax would need to be in place for 7,083 years. 7,083 years to raise the revenue just to pay for the Labor Party's expenditure against the mining tax over the next 4 years. 7,000 years of mining tax. I tell you what, only the Labor Party can do it. They're incompetent in government, they're even more incompetent in opposition.